Connection. Mi nombre es Karen Alcántara. Soy asesora de programas internacionales, bueno, específicamente de estudiantes internacionales aquí en el Tecnológico de Monterrey, Campus Monterrey. Y hoy vamos a hablar con estudiantes que vienen desde Alemania, específicamente del programa de DHIK. Un programa donde vienen por un año a hacer estudios y también a laborar aquí en México. Y bueno, el programa va a ser en inglés, así que voy a estar haciendo las traducciones como usualmente las hago. Así que quédense con nosotros, están escuchando Global Connection. Les voy a presentar a los alumnos ahora en inglés. Hello everyone, welcome to Global Connection. We are here with Julia Anna Elizabeth Sinke. Well, how you say? Julia, right? Julia. And we're also with Johannes. Boom?
Boom, sí.
Yes, perfect. Well, welcome. How are you?
I'm feeling fine, gracias.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too, like short gym session in the morning and then straight here, so perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, you're already waking up. Like, that's a good thing.
Of course.
Yeah, I think
starting early in the morning and
exactly. Yeah, I think like doing exercise in the morning is the best moment because it actually like
Waking you up.
wakes you up. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there are like two things. One in the morning to wake you up, or in the evening to give you more power in the evening when you fall asleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you don't want to sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just like, yeah, it's what we know. Everything has its good and its bad, you know. So, but I would say when it comes to exercise, everything it's always good. Well, let's start. You're listening to Global Connection here in Tech Sounds Radio.
Crónicas de un intercambio. La experiencia de vivir en México. Chronicles of an exchange.
And well, let's start with Chronics of an Exchange. Is more about what's your experience so far here in Mexico. I know that you have been here for almost 6 months.
Almost 7 months.
Almost 7 months.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a multiple stories to tell. But first, let's start from the beginning. Where are you from? What do you study? And why did you decide to come to Tec de Monterrey?
I would say ladies first.
Okay, I'm from Munich. I'm studying at University of Applied Science in Munich. I'm studying industrial engineering in Germany with the minor in biotechnology and here with the minor in systems engineering. Yes.
I'm from original from Munich, but I study in Aalen, like in the Hochschule Aalen. It's like not a big city, but it's a great university. And I study mechanical engineering.
So, Johannes, en ingeniería mecánica.
Sí.
Ingeniería mecánica es lo que estudia Johannes. Y Julia estudia...
Ingeniería industrial.
Miren,
Sí.
perfecto. La universidad de Julia está en Múnich.
Sí.
Y la de Johannes está en
Aalen.
Aalen.
Sí.
Okay.
But,
bueno, sí.
But I'm also from Munich, so
Close to Munich.
close to Munich. It's a small village.
So would you say you're from Bavaria?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
perfect.
I'm
So
really proud of it.
Very.
you know that they say that the music from Bavaria is really similar to the Mexican. Well, from the music exactly
Sí.
from the state, from like
It is.
corridos.
Like the traditional
The
music.
traditional,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah.
But that's why, because Mexican music has influence of Germany.
Uh-huh.
Because they have the accordion.
Uh-huh.
And originally it's from Germany, and German came to the north of Mexico and brought this instrument.
And now you're
Yes.
like here, and you're
Uh-huh.
like now feeling the German.
Just the lederhose is missing.
Yeah.
Like the traditional clothing and,
And
the
the
dirndl.
gender.
No, it's funny because here when we have the Oktoberfest,
Mhm.
if you use it, it's
Mhm.
you get in for free.
Yes?
Really?
Oh, I didn't
Actually,
know.
when I came here to Mexico, I thought about to bring my lederhose,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like I had to just one option, like to take my lederhose or my suit. And because it was necessary for the suit for the gala, I took the suit.
No, yeah,
Yes.
I think it was.
You could have gone in later, wasn't as well.
I mean, you could use the other one also in the gala
True. Not too late.
because they are super expensive.
Yes,
from
they are.
what I've seen.
Like the
Uh-huh.
original ones, yeah.
Yeah.
But when you buy the kick versions, like the
No,
the cheap version,
this is not an
that's not
option. It would be, but no option, no.
I mean, I remember when I went to Germany and I saw them, like, they're like really like good leather and everything. So it's like a nice also thing.
I remember also dirndls.
Yeah, because you need everything, not just the dress, but the blouse as well. You need the right shoes, the right accessory. And for men, they even have more. They have the shoes, they have the socks, the lederhosen, the camiseta, the... Yeah.
Yeah, the blouse?
The blouse for men,
I would
yeah,
say,
yeah.
For men. Well,
And I
oh
think
my
that's
god, I
even more
forgot also the
expensive.
word.
Me too.
And why did you decide to study in Tec de Monterrey and in Mexico?
For me, it was because I already did a semester abroad in Spain, and I met a lot of Mexican people, and I fell in love with the language, and then it was pretty clear that I want to go abroad again, and this time a little bit more far away from home, because Spain is like super close to Germany. And then I discovered that we have the double degree program in Mexico at Tec de Monterrey. And then I've applied and I got into the program, and yeah, now I'm here.
For me, it was kind of spontaneous. I was looking for a scholar abroad, for a semester abroad, but at the beginning I wasn't sure where I should go. At first I wanted to go to the US, but it's really expensive. And the other option would be like countries like Indonesia, or like really countries with a lot of culture. But I think the education there is not that good. And I think Mexico was like a good mixture between you have great culture and you have a good university with the tech. And when I saw the campus from tech, it was amazing. So
That is true, yeah.
And the second one was the double degree program. At the beginning, I wanted to do just a normal program with a friend of mine, but then he decided to go to another university, and I was like, okay, if I'm alone, now I can do the double degree program too. So yeah.
And I think it's nice because, I mean, you had the experience of signing your degree and everything,
Yes.
and I think that's unique from an exchange.
Yeah, that was awesome, because in Germany you don't have like the ceremony with signing your degree, and it's not as big, so that was really nice.
Yeah. In tech is we go big or go home.
Yes, definitely.
That's true.
And you know that if you want, you can also come to the graduation. Like
Yes.
if there's a possibility.
But it's in December, right? Or November? Like the next semester?
I think it depends when you make
Yeah,
your degree.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
It depends when
Okay.
you finish your degree at
Mhm.
home,
Yes.
so that when you finish, you can tell us, and then in that semester, you can go,
That would be
depending.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I finished in time, because I finished both of my degrees here in Mexico.
Ah, really?
Yes. And now it depends on how fast I am. So
I mean, I
Let's
think
go.
then there's possibility. Like,
Yeah.
if your university there tells us,
yeah.
there could be a possibility. They could be these.
Okay. So now hurry up for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have just a year left.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah. That you can go, and it's a good way of
Coming
having
back.
an
Yeah.
excuse to
Yeah.
come back. Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, I have to go back to Mexico.
Oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's life.
It's like, so, Julia y Johannes me estaban comentando que ellos decidieron hacer el programa de intercambio aquí a México. Por ejemplo, Julia decía que ella ya hizo un semestre de intercambio en España y que le gustó mucho la cultura, entonces que al haber tenido la opción de venir al programa de doble título a México, decidió hacer esto porque dijo, es un lugar mucho más lejano porque España está muy cerca de Alemania. Y por ejemplo, Johannes decía que él también pues quería una cultura rica, diferente, pero que vio que la posibilidad, por ejemplo, en México iba a ser también muy buena educación y que también iba a tener mucha cultura, entonces también por eso le llamó la atención. Y pues por eso están acá y que les ha gustado también, o sea, mucho, o sea, el programa, porque el programa también les ha dado la oportunidad de firmar un título aquí en el Tecnológico Monterrey y estar presentes en una ceremonia de firma de título, que dicen que en sus universidades eso no pasa. Y les comentaba que también, de hecho, que una vez que ya ellos terminen ya sus estudios en Alemania, pueden regresar acá y tener la ceremonia como cualquier alumno del TEC de entrega de título. So I think that's a nice plus. Like if you want, you can come back to Mexico where you're here because I think in general, like these type of ceremonies don't happen in Germany, right?
I think it's coming. I don't know how it's in Julia's university, but in my university they started doing that also, like with the hats and with the abrigos.
That's like the
The
bed,
rope.
yeah,
with the
Yeah.
rope,
the
with
rope.
Yeah, but I think it's coming, but it's not as big as here in the US or Mexico.
Yeah. I think we are kind of. Well, I mean, Tec de Monterrey is being influenced by the MIT because the founder was a student in MIT. So I think we're influenced a bit with the US in certain ways. I mean, you could saw that also in the American football games.
True.
That is true.
But I think it's a great thing. I mean, you work like 3-4 years really hard, and then in Germany you just get your degree and they say like bye bye. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the nicest thing that, and it's something that you're looking forward when you're studying here.
Yeah.
Like getting your degree and all the ceremony and all the hype that it's during that semester.
That is true. In my university, it's super small. We do it in like a classroom, and then you have like a small video with like pictures, and you get a song when you like go to the professors, and they hand you the certificate. But that's like, okay, no, we have like a dinner and like a small party in the university as well. But that's it. And you like certificates you can get in the office as well, so you don't have to attend. Yeah, but no hats, no robes. You can dress nicely, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not like here, like it's like a huge ceremony. Because here often what happens is a ceremony, and also like every courier does like a party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, Mexicans. Yeah. We don't like partying, right?
Me too.
And what do you think about Mexico?
It's an amazing country. I love it. The culture, the food. And I love it because it's so big. So you have different cultures in different parts of Mexico. And the people are super friendly. I love that. So welcoming, so warm. Yeah.
I think like the first 2 weeks when I arrived here in Mexico, it was really random. Like there are a lot of things that doesn't make sense. You're walking on the street and like on every corner it's like you think just like, what's that? But right now I think I really enjoy it because it's like there are a lot of things you can see. It's perfect to travel. Like you have so many things to see on the seaside. You can go in the country. It's the culture everywhere. It's so different. So I really appreciate it that you can travel here so good.
I don't know. I think it's really funny because often what happens is that people say, or not people, I would say the internet often portrays Mexico as the AI, we are one step ahead of the AI. I don't know if you have known those.
Yeah. A friend of mine. Yeah.
I didn't know of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of news because they say like the AI cannot battle against Mexico.
But it's fact.
You often see things really. I mean, you wouldn't see. I mean, even I think at Tech you have seen things that you would never expect to see in a university.
I think the first thing when you come here to the campus is like all the animals here on the campus. That's crazy. Around the campus, I mean, there are people riding horses. On Christmas, there was a car like full of lights.
It's really funny, right? Like I think it's. There was one time that an international student told me like it's like. There's always something new every day. Like you never know what to expect.
Yeah.
They have a lot of stands near to Centrales, and every week, for sure, there's something, or like even every day, like something different. Yeah,
I think that's nice because in a way it keeps. I mean, it makes it more exciting. Like let's see what happens today,
that's
right?
True.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bueno, lo que me comenta Julia y Johannes es que les gusta mucho México por la diversidad cultural que hay en el país, o sea, que hay playas, que hay mucha cultura distinta en diferentes partes. Y, por ejemplo, Johannes decía de que aquí en México se le hace bien curioso que en cada esquina hay algo diferente, ¿no? Y le comentaba lo de los memes de la inteligencia artificial, que siempre decimos que, bueno, que en el internet se dice mucho que México, o sea, la inteligencia artificial nunca va a superar a México por la manera en que las cosas pasan, que es el país más surrealista, entonces de que definitivamente sí, que siempre ven cosas distintas aquí y que les gusta. Y bueno, continuamos con la siguiente sección aquí en Global Connection por Tech Sounds Radio.
A miles de kilómetros, descubriendo un mundo de posibilidades. Thousands of kilometers.
bueno, continuamos. Recuerden que pueden sintonizar el programa también por el canal de YouTube, donde está este programa y las grabaciones de otros programas, donde otros alumnos cuentan también sus experiencias internacionales, ya sean alumnos del TEC que se han ido al extranjero, al igual que alumnos internacionales que vienen y nos comparten qué les ha parecido México y también nos comparten un poco de su cultura. Well, now let's talk a little bit more about your country, okay? So for you, what do you think it would be the experience for a student that does the same degree, a double degree, in your university? Or like, I mean, in your country?
That's a good question. I would say, I mean, it's completely different here to Mexico. What I really appreciate on Germany, it's a really safe country. So you can go out by night, you can go in a forest, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as you don't do any shit, there's nothing what can happen. I think that would also be a thing maybe the people here would or can really enjoy. Yeah.
I think studying in Germany is super different because the university itself, it's different. For example, in Germany, there's no attendance. Here you have to attend every class. Not every of the classes, otherwise you fail. In Germany, no. You don't have to go to classes, and exams are different. You don't have assignments, group work. It's just you and one final exam. So if you fail that one, you fail the class. So yeah, that's different in studying in Germany. And I think that applies for almost every university there.
And what do you think? Is it more easy or more difficult? Because I mean, from my perspective, I would say that it's nicer to have it like little by little, that instead like 1 month before or 2 months, like try to learn everything for one exam. I mean, I think it sounds more stressing.
I think it is. I think it's more difficult because you have 1 semester of a lot of classes, and I'm at a University of Applied Science, so we have all exams in 2 weeks, and that's it. At normal universities, you have them during the semester break, which is different as well because you don't have like time to travel. At like normal universities, yes. And so I think here it's easier, and you have group work. So if you're not as strong in one lecture, maybe your group is, but then in other lectures you can give more input. So yeah, it's not just you and the class. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're completely right. I think it's also.
Well, when I'm always right.
That's also what I learned in Mexico.
Exactly.
I think it also has something to do with your own passion. Like, how much do you learn? How much you want to do your degree? I mean, there are 2 options when you study in Germany. Like, one option is to study full time, to work all the day, to try to learn all the new things you learn on the day from the professors. The other option is to do like for 3 months nothing, and to do everything in 1 month. and I mean,
yes, I'm doing that.
I just looking to Julia.
Yeah.
But it's the thing what most of the German students are doing.
Yes.
And that's why it's also like really stressful. But not in the 3 semesters before. So,
but because I think it's, I mean,
and here you have to deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have anyone telling you to do stuff, so you're like, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. The procrastination just comes easy, and then the later is just like, then you feel the pressure, because I think here you always feel a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end you might have an exam or a group project, but I think if it's separated throughout the semester, it makes it more easy going than just like this is the big exam and you need to pass it.
That's true. And even like the last exam sometimes counts like 10%, 20% here. So it's, if you fail it's not that bad than in Germany.
Yes.
So now you know, if you're going to Germany, study a little by little, because I think that's gonna help. Or maybe you can travel for 3 months.
I can recommend like to go crazy in the beginning of the semester and then like slow down on the semester.
I would recommend going to the lectures in the first week and in the last week. That's the most most important. In the first, you have to get like all the materials from the professors, and in the last, sometimes they tell you what's important for the for the exam. So these are the most important 2 weeks, I think.
Well, now you get the insights.
Yes.
Bueno, lo que nos comentan ahorita sobre los estudios, Julia y Johannes nos dicen que allá en Alemania lo que pasa en el sistema es que al final de todo el semestre ellos tienen los exámenes. Entonces durante el semestre no tienen que estar estudiando como aquí, aquí tienen trabajos grupales, tienen también los proyectos, los exámenes, y se van dividiendo durante el semestre, a diferencia de en Alemania, que en Alemania es solo un examen y ese examen cuenta al 100%, y si no lo pasan, pues no pasan la materia. Y dicen que pues sí, realmente es mucho más estresante. Por ejemplo, Julia dice que ella lo que hace es 3 meses se relaja y luego al final ya tiene que ponerse a estudiar súper bien para poder pasar el examen. Y pues lo que recomiendan es que si tú te vas a estudiar allá a Alemania, pues ve las primeras semanas y después si quieres puedes irte a viajar. Y Johannes decía, bueno, o sea, vete, al principio enloquécete y luego ya tranquilízate y empieza a estudiar. Pero pues la idea es más que nada que aprovechen su intercambio. Digo, ya tienen estos tips, o sea, al principio pueden ir a las lecturas y al final también para ver qué es lo que van a ver y tomar el examen, pero pues ya saben, los exámenes cuentan mucho, así que sí tienen que estudiar para poder pasarlos, porque tienen mucha información y tienen que retener rápidamente esa información. And now that you can contrast how was the study program here compared to the one that you have had most of your career in Germany, what have you liked most?
What I've liked most, like in general, or like on this project here or program here in Mexico?
Like in general, like how by contrasting them?
I think I will appreciate more the module in Germany, because something we didn't mention, here in Mexico, it's like we have 5 weeks to study and then like it ends. Like we have 3 times 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And for example, when you learn thermodynamics in 5 weeks, I mean, I think everybody from Germany can sympathize with me. So I appreciate the one from Germany, because you can go deeper and you have more time to study for the subject.
Yeah.
So here it's a stress also concentrated in 5 weeks, we can say.
I think it's not that much.
Uh-huh.
Like from the things you learn, it's not that much than in Germany. But that's also the point. I mean, you learn more because you have more time. You learn more, you can go deeper, and you have more time to study for the subject.
But I would say that depends on you.
True.
Yeah, because I think if you find it interesting, then you have more time. But if not, you just consume the material at the end.
And that's also the thing. Like, we have like failure rates from the exams in Germany. Like for example, for thermodynamic in mechanical engineering, I would say it's around 70 to 80%. So like every 4th or 5th just pass the exam. And that's the thing. That's more easy here because you have just the 5 weeks. The professors know you have just the 5 weeks. But in Germany it's different. Like they know, okay, you have all the semester. If you study or not, it's not our problem.
So I would say it was better to take thermodynamics here than...
Actually, I had it in Germany and here.
What? What?
Yeah. So
I mean...
But so that was good for me, because here it was kind of chilled.
Because you already kind of
I
knew
had
this
everything.
stuff.
Yeah.
So that was like a wild card that you have. Like,
Yeah.
I know how this works.
Yeah.
No, I mean thermodynamics, so only by hearing the word, it seems that it's going to be difficult.
It's not fun.
No.
Especially for me, no.
Yeah.
I think for me, I prefer a system in Germany, because your grade is not dependent on other people. Because sometimes it could be that you have someone, maybe he's just sick and it's not even his fault. But if you're sick, like, it's not a possibility in this 5 weeks. You have to do more work and other people get the grade as well. Or if someone is not doing the work, your grade is dependent on that. And in Germany, it's, as I said, just you. So if you don't study, you get a bad grade. But if you study a lot, you get a good grade.
You know, I agree, but I also, now that I started working, because when I was studying here at Tech, I also was like, sometimes it's nice to be just, like, you are the only one that needs to rely on you only rely on yourself for the work. Then you know it's your, if you get 100, it's because it was you, as you were saying, or if you fail, it's because it was you didn't put enough effort, or it was, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing that I think when you have group work is that you actually have insight to the reality. Because in life, I think when you start working, that's true. How it's, when you're going to work, you're going to have coworkers that might not put the same input as you, and you all get the same credit.
That is true. But I think sometimes we need for masters or for our entry-level job a specific or like a good enough grade in our certificate in our like when you graduate. I think you don't have it right on the certificate. There's not your grade marked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
I think that's something from Germany that I have
Yeah.
heard. Like, it's you actually show your GPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For when, and it actually counts when
Yes.
getting a job. Here, no,
Uh-huh.
you just it's
Yeah.
like just your degree.
I think that's why I think that it's better if like I don't have group work because then I'm responsible for my grade. But for here, if the grade is not on the certificate, that's super fine. And group work is more fun than studying by yourself. So yeah.
But I also think like sometimes, for example, like especially in Germany, you don't earn the ability to work in a team by studying in a group. It's more
Mhm.
playing football with friends, stuff like that. And I think that's more important to get this ability to work in a group and to work with people.
Yeah, because at the end, the group work that you do, it's because, for example, going for football is for fun, and
Yeah.
like a group work, and for example, for football, you often do it with people that you like, let's say, or you
Mm.
hang out with people that you often share something in
No.
common.
No. Like, I think you can earn. Like, I think it's better like to earn it on this way. Like, for example, playing football, because when you play in a team, you cannot choose your members. You also have to play with them.
Okay.
That's what I mean. And we also have to do like an internship in this,
Mhm.
especially when you study in a Hochschule,
Mhm.
like in a University of Applied Science. You have to do an internship, and it's also like a full semester where you work in a company where you get to know to these abilities. And like in the semester, I think it's better when you, like as you said,
Mm.
when you can trust your own abilities and you can write the exam like how you want to do it, not like I want to do it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
okay, no,
Because-
yeah,
because,
I
like,
get it.
I had a project here also at Tech, and as usual, most of the time I'm one of these persons who work the most. So even if you say to the people, "Hey, can you help me? Hey, can you join me in the laboratories?" Most of the time they are busy, so they cannot come. And then it's like you work like 80% of the project, and the others like 20, and then you got a good grade, and you know it's because of you, and you're happy, and everything's fine. But like the rest of the semester was really stressful, and the others went traveling to Cancun or you know. So yeah.
No, I get it. O sea, lo que nos comentan Julia y Johannes es más que nada que, o sea, lo que les gusta más porque les preguntaba qué les gusta más y decía que les gustaba más el approach, que sería el enfoque que le da Alemania a cómo enseñan, a cómo aprenden, que es más individualista, porque ahí si ellos se sacan una buena nota o sacan una mala nota es por ellos y no no como aquí, que aquí es en trabajo en equipo, y que a veces lo que pasa aquí es que, o sea, Johannes decía que, por ejemplo, tuvo un proyecto donde él trabajó más y pues y dice que pues al final, o sea, es estresante, pero, o sea, es satisfactorio que le fue bien, pero pues al final otras personas que se la pasaron viajando pues obtienen la misma nota. Y yo les decía, no, pues a veces también eso te ayuda en el trabajo en equipo, ¿no? Aprender como cuando ya empiezas a trabajar, darte cuenta que pues así son las cosas, ¿no? Y ellos me decían que pues también eso se puede aprender a través de, por ejemplo, como jugar fútbol, ese tipo de lugares. Y también, por ejemplo, que ellos tienen una Hochschule, que es una escuela de ciencias aplicadas, entonces tienen que hacer un semestre de prácticas profesionales para graduarse. Entonces dice que ellos tienen ese momento para poder aprender también este tipo de sistemas. Pero bueno, sí, o sea, ahora sí que digo, los entiendo por el hecho de que ellos en Alemania, algo que también es diferente aquí en México, es que nosotros al enseñar nuestro CV no necesitamos poner cuánto nos sacamos de promedio en nuestra carrera, a diferencia de ellos, que ellos sí ocupan mostrar esta nota y que es importante. Entonces, por eso el enfoque individualista también es importante para ellos, porque si no pueden mostrar su desempeño, o sea, que fue solo de ellos, pues ahí se ve afectado cuando hay trabajos en equipo. Y bueno, pues sigan con nosotros, vamos a un pequeño corte comercial y regresan a Global Connection aquí en Tech Sounds Radio.
El desafío, la integración cultural, the challenge.
Y estamos de vuelta, están escuchando Global Connection y vamos a seguir platicando con esta Julia y Johannes que nos están contando su experiencia de intercambio aquí en México. Ellos vienen de Alemania y nos están contando también del programa que están haciendo de DHIK. And well, now it's time to talk about there's always, when there's sweet, there's bitter. So what would you say there were the challenges that you have encountered so far during your exchange or before your exchange?
I would say one major part is maybe the family.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm used to not to stay that much time at home because as I say, I study in Aalen and I'm from Munich. So I was visiting my family like every 2 or 3 months maybe. But to be abroad like for 1 year, it's like completely different. My family was visiting me like over Christmas, my sister and my mother. It was actually really nice to see them, kind of unreal. But yeah, I think it's like one of the major parts.
I think so too. I normally saw my family once a week or once every 2 weeks because I just lived at the other side of the city, so I could easily visit them. Yes, and friends as well, because you left your like social group, your friends group in Germany, came here with no friends, and then had like to find new friends. Yeah, I think that was a big challenge. Yeah.
Well, what do your friends back home tell you about your experience here when they see like all the pictures?
But the traveling, of course. They like it a lot. Yeah. And I hope they miss me.
When I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they miss you, of course.
Yeah. To a lot of them, to a few of them, I speak like once a week or more. And to others, I'm just in contact over text. So that's hard, like not seeing them or giving them a hug or something like that. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, now, yeah, sorry.
Like one of my family members, for example, also get a baby, and then you cannot go there and like see the baby, and that's like also really hard.
Yeah, you feel like you're missing certain stuff when you're not there, of
Or
course.
my grandpa turned 19, like 2 days after I left to Mexico, and that's like things. Like,
Yeah, right. Missing birthdays, that is weird as well. Yeah.
Julia just missed the parties.
No, that is not true.
Julia is like, I like the parties in Mexico, but also in Germany.
Of course. Well, like birthdays of the family members, because now staying for a year, I miss all of the birthdays in 1 year. Like, for example, my sister's birthday, it's on Saturday, and I'm not there, and I'm quite sad about it.
But I think it's part of the experience in a way, like also experiencing in a different way. And also I think you cherish more those moments now that you, because sometimes you take them for granted, and you think that this is gonna be always possible, but then you are far, and then you realize like when I'm with my family, you can actually enjoy it more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And what else? Well, like, I mean, like I know like family, but also like do you have any cultural shock or anything that was like challenging?
There's one thing I really don't like, and it's like, I don't know why, but shopping here in Mexico, like grocery shopping.
Really?
I don't like the groceries here.
Yeah.
No? Why?
Oh, I don't know. Like at first, like the first time I went to Soriana, here close to Tech, and I don't like the Soriana. And it was like my first thing I saw when I went grocery shopping.
Haven't you go to HEB?
I went to HEB now, like because I have a girlfriend here in Mexico, and now she drives me all the time to HEB, like twice a week, once a week, and then I can go to HEB because my place is like far away from the HEB. I appreciate the HEB, or I like it much more than the Soriana, but still, I prefer it in Germany.
Yeah, I mean, I think HEB is beautiful.
Yeah. I miss my Maultaschen and stuff like that.
Yeah, what's Maultaschen?
Or it's like a It's from Schwaben, like from this area of Stuttgart.
That's not explaining.
And it also called Herrgottspreisele. It's like another name for the Maltesian because it's meat inside and dot outside.
I know.
And-
I remember what it
and we
is.
call it-
Like raviolis.
No,
I mean,
big raviolis, big
exactly.
like really big raviolis.
Yeah, like
yeah.
square size raviolis.
When we call it Herrgottspreisele because when you have the day when you're Catholic, you have the days where you don't eat meat.
Uh-huh.
And God cannot see the meat because it's inside of the door. So we call it, and Herrgottspreisele means just like that you cheat on God.
So you can actually have Maltesian during Quaresma. How can I say Quaresma in English? Like during the
but-
Holy Weekend.
Not
week.
officially.
Like, well, but you can make it, no?
Yeah, I think it's really difficult because also like the kitchen equipment here in Mexico is different. For example, the gas ovens. I tried once to make German bread. It's impossible. Because you have just the gas oven with the heat from the downside, with the flame, and it also doesn't reach the temperature. Because I think most of the time the oven goes just like to 250, maybe 300 degrees, but that's also for a pizza too less. Yeah. So you cannot bake.
Okay.
I tried pizza. It took me like 1 hour to bake the pizza in the oven. Like in Germany, it would take 7 minutes.
Yeah, roundabout.
Yeah.
And it's also with gas in Germany the same.
No, we have
oven?
like
electric.
yeah,
That's
electric oven.
yeah. It's more specific type with gas.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's also you can
Ah.
choose if the heat should come from the upside, from the downside, with a
Or both,
ventilator
uh-huh.
or both. And
Yeah.
here it's just
Ah.
most of the time I think it's just from the downside.
Is
But
your
I
girlfriend
saw-
Mexican?
Si.
And when you go to your house, try to open her oven and
She
see
has
what.
the same one.
She has the same oven as you have,
Yeah,
right? No,
yeah.
but I'm telling you because in Mexico often Mexicans store things in the oven.
True.
Yes.
But I think that's the reason of the oven. They don't. They just needed to store stuff and not to use it.
That's what I said. Like go to a Mexican home and open it
Yeah.
and try to
Yeah.
see what
Yeah.
they have inside.
That's
Never
true.
put it on at first and then look inside. No. Look inside, put the stuff out, and then you
Uh-huh.
can use it.
And like when you open also like a yogurt jar, maybe there's no yogurt in the jar. There's like leftovers.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
Same.
Or salsa. Or,
Uh-huh. We have the same thing with cookie jars. Sometimes they're like sewing equipment,
Ah,
like from
exactly,
my
yeah.
grandma's home. It's sewing equipment, yeah.
Here is also the
Yeah.
same. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I would say usually, I think the more modern houses have the like electronic like ovens, but
Mhm.
yeah, often here it's the gas ovens. Yeah.
At
Yeah.
first, I didn't have any in my first apartment. Now I have one, but I didn't use it yet. So, nope.
Maybe you
Yeah.
can use Julia's oven and see if you can finally make bread.
Uh-huh.
No, but for instance, I think the bread culture here is really different.
that's maybe another point.
Uh-huh. Big point.
Yeah, why?
Here,
Bre-
bread is sweet.
Toast is no bread.
No. Big difference. No.
No.
No,
So
toast is toast.
Yes.
So, what do you think you're missing from bread here?
Like there's no bread. So I would say I miss
I
everything.
agree.
Um,
I mean, there's bread. Have you been to bread?
No.
Like, there's this store actually called bread.
They
Actually-
have
actually,
sourdough
yeah.
bread.
th-
Uh-huh.
yeah, actually, like
Mhm.
the only store I've ever seen here in Mexico. They have like kind of real bread.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is
What
similar.
kind of?
I mean, when you go to a bakery in Germany,
Uh-huh.
we have like, or maybe we start with a bakery here in Mexico. When you go to a bakery here in Mexico, most of the time it's just sweet stuff.
Yeah.
When you go to a bakery in Germany, it's half. Like you have half of the side sweet stuff like cakes and all the other things. On the other side, there's like they have breads. They have salmon,
Seven.
like
Like
small breads.
breads, yeah.
Uh-huh.
They have brezeln. So they have a lot of different
Ah.
not sweet stuff, but it's really tasty and like also good quality.
Well, here I would say because we have tortillas. Like, we use tortillas for
For
everything,
everything.
That's true.
and that's like our bread kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Because
That's true. That's true.
Uh-huh.
you don't use tortillas there.
Sometimes, but not.
Like,
that
but like
often.
Like not
Yeah.
the real Mexican
Uh-huh.
tortillas.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I would say like here we don't need to have as much bread because we consume just so much corn.
That's true.
Like tortillas and you know.
That's true.
I think here you can eat it in the morning, like for lunch, for in the evening, and we have the bread for it. So in the morning you can like butter bread, like for lunch you can get a bread with like ham and cheese or something, and in the evening the same. So,
And here we have tacos, quesadilla.
But I think it's good. I think maybe the Mexican tortilla is the German bread.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think so.
Exactly. Yeah, the equivalent.
Yeah.
And I think it's actually, I don't know, but from my perspective, I think it's healthier, the tortillas. I think bread, it's,
As I say, we don't have like the toast. You cannot compare to toast.
That's true.
When you have bread in Germany, you have like
Sourdough, full grain. You have like a lot of seeds
like
in
with
there.
really good ingredients.
Sometimes some nuts in there. So yeah.
well. Bueno, ahora les voy a explicar un poquito lo que estamos hablando de pan. El tema ha sido mucho de pan de pues que aquí dice que algo cultural que, o sea, que extrañan mucho es, por ejemplo, los supers, y dice que, por ejemplo, el pan aquí por lo general es dulce, y en Alemania también tienen muchas opciones de pan salado y que aquí realmente no hay. Y, por ejemplo, dicen que el pan tostado, o sea, como las barras estas de pan que utilizamos para sándwiches, que eso no es pan, que ellos consideran así pan como que multigrano, masa madre y todo ese tipo de panes, y que realmente eso sí es algo que pues no están acostumbrados, ¿no? Y yo les decía que el equivalente a nuestro pan de ellos sería la tortilla, ¿no? Porque nosotros usamos la tortilla para todo y ellos utilizan mucho el pan. Entonces dicen que es algo que extrañan porque sí es algo distinto. Y también nos comentaban que la familia, que el estar lejos de su familia, de sus amigos, también es algo que les pega, porque al final un año pues te empiezas a perder cumpleaños, eventos importantes. Y pues ya era lo que comentamos, que al final también este tipo de situaciones te permiten pues valorar más el momento que tienes con tu familia. Y bueno, continuamos con la siguiente sección. Están escuchando Global Connection aquí en Tech Sounds Radio.
Impacto positivo. Resultados de una experiencia académica. Positive impacts.
And well, now we're going to talk about as I was saying, the bitter, now the sweet. Well, I mean, let's not, like, maybe not Mexican bread.
Mexican tortillas.
But Mexican tortillas, the sweetness. What do you like about so far your experience here? What have you liked? I mean, I think the hour has gone so fast that I wanted to ask you, because you're actually doing like a research project also. So I think that's also interesting. But yeah, tell me, I mean, let's talk about the nice things. What do you like? What are you taking from this experience back home?
I think what I really enjoy here in Mexico, or like especially in Monterrey, is like the campus. Like I'm from a smaller university. We don't have these buildings. We don't have these facilities. Also for the research project, for example, my research project is about robotics, and I'm play with robots. And there's like things I wouldn't do in Germany, and also didn't have the time doing the studies. So I think like the whole campus here in Monterrey is one of the things I really enjoy here in Monterrey, or like from the whole time here to study in Mexico.
I enjoy the campus, of course, as well, because in Germany you don't have these campuses. But I think because tech is private and the university I'm going to is from the government, so this is like a slight difference. But what I really like is like people. They're super friendly, super warm, and I want to take that to Germany, because they're like, people are not especially rude, but not that welcoming. So for example, I sit at Starbucks doing some research for my research project, and like just a girl like, hey, how are you, where are you from, and like we started talking for an hour, and I don't think that in Germany that would happen. So you even can talk to strangers, have a nice conversation, and then just go. Yeah, I really love that.
I think people often tend to be really welcoming with foreign people.
Yeah.
Because I would say, at least until now, there is no Mexican that approached me and asked me like, hey, how are you? Where are you from? You know? But I think when you're foreign, it's really easy to make friends because often people are more often and welcoming with people that are from other parts of the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So it's nice that you have found this here.
Also, like, I think especially because when you're from Germany, I didn't know that so many Mexicans already went to Germany or speak a little bit of German.
Or more than a little bit.
More
Some
than a
are
little
really
bit.
good. Uh-huh.
I didn't know that Mexicans have this connection with Germany.
I would
Me
say,
neither.
I think mainly here at Tech, it's more about, since it's a really big engineering school, there's a lot of people that learn German because they all really want to go to study to Germany or work in Germany because Germany has also like, when I think when we think about Germany is like cars, yeah,
We have a lot of them.
yeah, and industrial
Yeah.
engineering, you know,
Yeah.
in engineering in general. So people often strive here, and you can see that a lot of people here study engineering. So I think that's why. But actually, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it goes both ways because I think there's a lot of Mexicans that go to Germany, and there's a lot of Germans that come to Mexico.
But I didn't know that before. Like, really. Like,
Me neither.
I mean, I
Me
think
neither.
the most amount of exchange students are from, of course, Spain. Then we have German and France. So
Yeah.
I think like you're battling there with Spain. Yeah. And what do you think about that? I mean, I think of course it was maybe like I mean, impactante. What's the word? Like
important.
Like
Impactful.
impactful. Yeah.
Good question. No, I would say.
Impactful about exactly what?
Like,
The
I mean, you thought you were not gonna see any German when you came to your exchange, or like
I mean,
now
that's
was that a
when you-
good
when-
thing or a
When
bad
you went
thing?
here, it was already like from the beginning what I heard from other people, that because I had some contacts to people they went to one semester before here to Tech, and they like, be careful, there are a lot of Germans. Try not to have too much contact with Germans.
yeah.
Because I stayed here for 1 year, I was straight from the beginning like, okay, I try to make Mexican friends because I'm here for the international culture, for the international experience, and not to meet new German people. Of course, you have German friends, especially like when we're in the double degree program, like our group. But my focus was more like to get to know the culture here, to get to know the people here. So it was kind of impactful for me, like how I live here in Mexico and Monterrey.
For me, the same. I've tried to make Mexican friends as well because of experience, the culture, and practicing the language, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice to have some German friends or from other countries. Like German friends, sometimes it's nice to speak your native language, not just English or Spanish. But then you learn from other cultures as well. And I've been already to Spain and I didn't learn any Spanish. I didn't get into contact with a lot of Spanish people. So that's why I wanted to change this time. And yeah.
And what are you taking home away from this experience?
A girlfriend?
Speaking Spanish a little bit.
I like bucket list. The first thing I want to get.
Actually, like before I left Germany, friends of mine make kind of bucket list what you have to do, like drinking your first tequila and stuff like that. Yeah.
And the girlfriend was on the list as well.
No, actually not.
I think it was, but he doesn't want to tell.
Yeah. Priority number one.
Yeah. Get my Latina. Now I get what you said at the beginning. Like now I have learned why girls, like women, are always right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not like for sure some tequila too. But like from the experience, I would say like the whole experience here, like when you live all the time in your country, you don't, or especially me, I didn't know like how it is in the world. It was my first time out of Europe, and it's really interesting to see like how people live in other countries, because there are things you cannot imagine. When I went here to Mexico, my mother was at the beginning always like, "Hey, you have to be careful. It's so dangerous here, and do you really want to go to Mexico?" And
the news don't help.
yeah, and now she was visiting me here in Mexico. You know, like that's what I mean. I think it's really good it opens your mind. Yeah.
I can agree. Definitely.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah, my family said, oh, it's dangerous, be careful. But it's not dangerous. I don't think so. So yeah, to know it like firsthand, because a lot of people told me bad stories that happened, and of course they're always telling the bad stories, but they were not here. They heard it from someone else. And now being here, I have like a complete other experience what they told me.
Yeah, it's different to live it first.
Yeah, definitely.
And because I think often what happens is like that a friend of a friend told me that this
Yeah,
happened
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And I think, as you say, like bad news travel fast. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think often the good things are not often talk as much as the bad things.
Mhm.
But now that you're living here, you can actually see like, okay, it's more new.
different.
I mean, like a few weeks ago, with the cartel boss.
Ah,
Mhm.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
also everybody from Germany was texting me like, "Hey, what's going on? Are you okay?" And I was like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, it's like in Monterrey. It's not a big problem here.
True.
Yeah,
We're going today on a hike, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes news also tend to be, I mean, they are outlets for selling also, promotion and
Mhm.
stuff. So they want people to see them, so they tend to make things bigger also.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, ahora les cuento un poquito de lo que estamos platicando. O sea, dicen que realmente al venir, o sea, que también se llevan que... Por ejemplo, Johannes dice que se lleva una novia. Y que cuando vino, antes de venir, sus amigos o sea, hicieron una lista como cosas que tenía que probar, el tequila. Y pues que realmente la experiencia ha sido muy buena. Julia dice que, por ejemplo, ambos, bueno, de hecho, comentan que las amistades, que algo que sí les dijeron que trataran de llevarse más con mexicanos, o sea, para tener la experiencia, conocer más la cultura. Y que la seguridad era un tema, que sus familias se preocupaban por ellos y decían de que realmente quieres venir acá, a México, pero pues ya se dieron cuenta que realmente es muy seguro, que a pesar de, por ejemplo, lo que pasó recientemente de la seguridad aquí, que en Alemania les decían de que ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué está pasando? Y ellos dicen, no, que estamos bien, vamos de hecho a ir a hacer un hike, a ir a where did you want?
Platform from Seattle.
Fueron a la plataforma del Cerro de la Silla y decían, no, pues aquí todo bien. Entonces realmente que a veces digo que las noticias malas viajan más rápido que las buenas. Y por ejemplo Julia también decía que, por ejemplo, aquí le habían dicho noticias malas de un amigo, ¿no? Entonces que realmente ahorita que ya tienen la experiencia de primera mano se dan cuenta que realmente es seguro y ha sido una buena experiencia. Y bueno, continuamos con el resumen.
Resumen. Summary.
And well, now it's the time to wrap up and say, what would you say it's a word that englobes your whole exchange experience here in Mexico?
I would just say crazy. Because there are a lot of things happened I wouldn't expect it here. So yeah,
Crazy.
but in a good way.
In a good way. Okay.
I think one word is way too less to describe the whole experience, but it's a surprise.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Crazy and surprise.
Yes.
Loco y sorpresivo. Esas son las palabras que utilizan para describir su intercambio aquí en México. And well, you want to say thank you, hello to someone in the world. Like, I mean, there's the camera. Hello.
I want to say hello to my family, of course, in Germany, to my friends in Germany, to mi novia.
Of course.
Of course.
I was almost thinking like he was gonna say the name of the girlfriend, like the word. Oh, novia.
And of course, I mean, maybe a last statement. What I really would like to say to you Mexicans, thank you for everything here, and go more hiking. You have so beautiful mountains here. I really enjoy go hiking here, and I just can recommend to everybody here.
Sí, que hagan más senderismo, es lo que recomienda. Que hay montañas bellísimas, que las aprovechen.
I want to say hello to my family, of course, my friends in Germany, and for my sister, happy birthday, because her birthday is on Saturday. So,
Happy
yeah,
birthday!
love you, sis.
¡Feliz cumpleaños!
Yes. Yeah. And thanks for everything.
Of course.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy And every time we're saying goodbye here, we always say like in the language from the guest. So how you want to say goodbye?
Servus.
Choose?
Servus.
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 Servus. It's like the Bavarian version.
Servus.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then
Okay.
thank you so much for listening to Global Connections. Muchas gracias por haber escuchado el programa de hoy. Y nos vemos en la próxima emisión aquí en Texas Radio. Así que, so we say,
Servus.
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 Hasta aquí Global Connection. Te esperamos en nuestra siguiente emisión, el miércoles a las 11 de la mañana, solo en Tech Sounds Radio 94.9 FM.